Okay. Well, today's a bit of a slow day. But let's do this.
Alright.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Just making sure everything's okay. Alright. Well, hello everyone and welcome to the Kat Café, a weekly podcast streamed live on Twitch where we talk about lighthearted topics that'll make you scratch your head, or wherever you really scratch. Today's topic is part 3 of the Arts series. The Arts series, if you didn't know, is a little mini show on Kat Cafe where we talk about different types of art forms and all their forms of incarnation. This can be any form of art really, and today's art form is films and TV. So I'm guessing you've been influenced by TV and movies a lot, right, Rua?
It depends what you mean.
And I also would like to welcome Rua Lowell, who is our speaker today. She's been a recurring speaker.
Hi.
Good to have you back, honestly.
Thank you for having me back.
Yes.
So, movies.
Yes.
TV. I
movies.
watched so much of it.
So, how many movies do you think you remember? Oh crap.
What do you mean, like, how many I remember? Like, how many I remember watching?
I did not mean to do that.
Oh gosh, what's happening?
I think I just... Oh gosh. Everything's going to crap. Okay, there we go. There we go. I meant to do that. My bad.
Whoops.
I didn't follow myself. I didn't mean to follow myself. I didn't actually follow myself.
Gotta get those likes up.
Gotta get those likes up. No, okay. So my question for you is though, what kind of movies do you prefer?
Oh god. I guess my default ones that I'll usually go to depends on my mood, so it'll either be probably anything that's a comedy or like fantasy. So I'm a massive fan of Lord of the Rings, so
Oh yeah.
probably anything like that.
I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings too.
Yay!
Yeah. I think a lot of people are at this point because like now being a nerd is cool. So yeah, I expect a lot. I expect a lot of people to be into that now.
Yeah, it has become quite a big thing now. Like back in the day, it was kind of quite niche.
Yeah, but it actually has gotten a lot of popularity over the years, especially with the Hobbit series.
Oh, The Hobbit, I love it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, actually, it's kind of related. Might be a little bit of a tangent, but I've recently started watching Castlevania just because Trevor is voiced by. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the anime? You mean the anime? My bad.
Oh yeah, the anime.
Yeah, because
I was really happy because Trevor Belmont is voiced by Richard Armitage, who's Thor in Oakenshield.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So as soon as I saw his name, it's on Netflix, so I was like, oh my gosh, it's Thorin!
Yeah. I don't know. I prefer the very long going debate of sub versus dub. I do prefer subs, but I do respect dubs. I know there's a lot of work gone into them too.
I think sometimes it's just a bit of a hit or miss, because obviously when they've been made, you know, with the Japanese voice actors, they have a clear vision of what they want the characters to sound like, or
yeah,
you know,
the thing is,
yeah,
and most of the time, at least in my own opinion, Asian accents versus American accents or Western accents, more specifically, they're very different sometimes. So like getting a character to sound exactly the same with the exact same tone and the exact same kind of roughness to their voice is very hard.
Yeah. Speaking of which, though, one thing that I have noticed, which I kind of find quite funny with like Japanese voice acting, is they always have that same. I don't know how to explain it, but every time there's like a kind of punk kind of gangster. I don't know, like delinquent character. They always have. Oh, so I just hit the cat. They always have that certain voice where they'll like roll their R's and like be really kind of. I don't know how to explain it. The only way I can explain it is like, Bakugo in My Hero Academia, how his voice actor sounds.
I
Seems to
haven't
be like a
seen.
reoccurring voice talent.
I actually haven't seen that show yet. So, I kind of have an idea what you're talking about. Because I've kind of heard his voice, but I don't remember it that well.
Don't let Saray hear you say that.
Oh my god, no, she'll kill me.
She'll be like, why haven't you watched it yet?
I haven't seen any anime in a long time because I've just been busy. I'm sorry, sorry. I've just been really busy.
There we go.
Okay.
She'll be telling you to watch the movie as well.
Yeah, no, she'll be telling me to watch every single thing. How many seasons are there now? 3?
Oh gosh, I don't know, because I stopped watching after the second one. I couldn't get into it.
Aw. Well, if you read season 2, then you got pretty into it. Just saying.
No, that's the thing. The only reason I was watching it is because Chemi was saying, "Oh, come on, just watch one more episode. I swear it gets better." And I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a chance." 2 seasons later, it's like, nope.
Well, I mean, I guess when you're doing the shonen, it's a little hard not to fall into that stereotypical kind of category. I bet it's a good show. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard very good reviews of Boku no Hero Academia, but what?
In its own right, it's good, but like for me, because I've watched things like Tiger and Bunny, that's my staple for a superhero anime. So
Yeah.
it kind of pales in comparison.
It's just I do think Boku no Hero Academia kind of has bad luck because the market is a little saturated with shonen anime and manga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a little saturated. I prefer
You
anime
can't-
like. Oh, sorry, you were saying?
No, I was just gonna say that you can't really look at anywhere and not see a shonen anime. Like, oh, coming soon, new shonen.
Yeah, it's a little repetitive. I will say
Yeah.
though that my preferred type of anime would definitely be more the. Have you ever seen Space Patrol Luluko? Or there's another one, good one like No Game No Life. I really like that kind of anime.
I've heard of no.
No Game No Life is a very good anime in this way that makes you think. It shows you the thought process of the characters and it's very thought out. But you can definitely, in the short amount of episodes it has, you can really get to know the characters in a way that a lot of anime take like 2 seasons to really get settled.
Yeah.
Like
I've seen like clips of No Game No Life, but it doesn't really seem like something I could watch.
no, it's very short though, so you won't be like 2 seasons in and say nope.
No, I mean it's just I'm not really a fan of that kind of moe female character.
Oh yeah, no, me neither. I understand that. I'm actually more of a fan of the Ruko Matoi kind of character, like very independent. Like they don't need to be OP. They already are OP from the start, which I think is a good thing because if you're not an OP character from the start and you just suddenly out of nowhere turn OP, it kind of breaks the belief of being a human character, or being being centered in reality, I guess. When you suddenly turn OP, it's like,
Yeah, whereas if it's already like, okay, this character is what they is, you don't have to go through like convoluted explanation, like kind of like with One Punch, it was
do you
just
have
like,
the stream up in the background?
huh?
Did you put the stream in the background? I heard my own voice.
No, it might just be, it's like repeating it back because I can hear myself speaking back as well.
Yeah, I heard my own voice. I was like, wait, what? Yeah. Animes are getting a bit more. They're having more variety in what they make nowadays. There's a lot of stuff like have you seen Cells at Work?
No, but I've heard a lot about it. Saray and her sister have been like cosplaying it and been mad about it.
Yeah, it's definitely a different anime from all the rest. It's a nice breath of fresh air, definitely. And I'm sure you've heard of uh, Pop Team Epic.
Oh, is that the one where there's like it's the two girls and one of them's got like a really long head?
Yeah. Oh my
Oh
god.
gosh, yeah.
That one is just crazy all around.
Oh, it is. I watched a few episodes and was just kind of sat there like, what the heck am I watching?
Yeah, you feel high, don't you? It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like
what's
I've got to be on.
Yeah. It's I like those kinds of animes though. Those I have a soft spot in my heart for those kinds of animes because they're like they don't really care. They're just doing it for fun.
Then I would definitely recommend then watching Space Dandy. It is very kind of
Space Dandy?
like,
Okay.
yeah, it's very in your face,
Yeah. Yeah. So
but I love it.
I gotta ask about now we're talking about modern anime. What do you think about modern movies as well?
You mean like anime movies or just movies in general?
Modern movies in general, like movies maybe or like no earlier than 2010, I guess.
Um, I think they're okay. One thing that I find a lot of the time though is that the movies now they'll start with like a really interesting premise and they'll be really good, like the build up, but then towards the end it's kind of anticlimactic and it'll fall a bit flat.
Oh yeah, I get what you mean. Like the hype does not
Like,
live up.
yeah, it has such a strong build up, but then it kind of just dies.
I guess it's just what other way? I mean, okay, writing a good ending is hard. I need to admit, writing a good ending is not easy.
Yeah.
So I guess I can't. It's a bit hard to fault them there because I mean it is hard to write a good ending. I need to admit, like to write a good ending, you really need to like develop that skill.
Yeah, like it is really hard to like write an ending that people can sit there and be satisfied with.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, some endings I feel like a lot of the time now it's because people want those kind of ambiguous metaphorical endings and they can fall flat on their face sometimes.
Yeah. One things I mean, a lot of people think of it as a cop out, but I do appreciate cliffhangers sometimes because it leaves it open to interpretation.
Oh yeah.
I do appreciate a good cliffhanger. That I mean, it hurts. It hurts like heck when there's a good cliffhanger, but I do understand. Like maybe that's the point of the movie. Maybe it's just open to interpretation. Actually,
Yeah, like a movie doesn't have to have an ending for it to be good.
well, I mean,
It just has to
depends on the
it
movie,
just
but
has to
yeah,
end.
yeah, I get it. Actually, that's something
So what would you
that Studio Ghibli does a lot. Studio Ghibli, like I like how they kind of leave it open to interpretation because a lot of times the characters don't they don't just end the movie saying, "Oh, we won." They kind of end the movie saying, "We're not done yet, but we've grown from where we've started."
Oh, definitely. I don't think I can fault any Ghibli ending, to be honest.
Yeah. I think one of the most prominent ones I can think of right now is Ponyo. Have you seen Ponyo? Have you seen Ponyo?
Yes, I have. I watched it again recently.
Yeah.
Because when I first watched it, I didn't really like it. But then when I watched it again, it was like, oh, it's too cute. I can't not like it.
Well, I won't spoil the ending for those of you who haven't seen it, but the ending doesn't like how do I say this without spoiling the movie? It doesn't conclude the story. That's the best way to say it. The story's not done.
Basically, yeah, it leaves it open for potentially if they wanted to do another sequel.
Nah, I've studied Hayao Miyazaki and he hates sequels.
I know. But I mean, if you were to take the story, like if it wasn't Ghibli,
Yeah.
say if you were to like write down the plot points, you
Yeah.
could go, oh, this isn't finished. You could take it further if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I think that's really good. But I just
Just kind of
I
Since we're
think.
talking about Ghibli, though, just gonna throw it out there. Howl's Moving Castle, favorite Ghibli movie.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen all the Ghibli movies. I've seen. There's a lot of them I haven't seen. Okay, I've been trying to watch them. I've been trying to rewatch them because I don't remember many of them.
Please tell me though you've at least watched either Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, or Nausicaa.
No,
Have you watched any of them?
I Spirited Away a bit. I didn't finish Spirited Away. I think I started and never finished it.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't remember at this point. I
You
think
need to finish it.
I think I was just doing homework. I started watching the Ghibli
Oh.
movie, but couldn't end it because I need to finish my homework. Yeah.
Do you watch it like through the internet or on TV?
Oh yeah, through the internet.
Because I was gonna say, if you watch it on like the TV, you've got to be really careful. Because especially with like Princess Mononoke, over here, when they play the censored version because it's got quite a bit of gore in it, but it
Oh.
misses so many key plot points because of it.
Yeah.
And you're just sat there like, what happened? Suddenly this character is
Dead.
bleeding.
Oh, bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god. Okay. Wow.
Well, it's set in feudal Japan. Well, I don't know if it's feudal era. I'm not good with history, but ancient Japan anyway, with like demons and stuff.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So I think you probably really like it because, oh gosh, what's her name? Is it Mora? Either way, the wolf goddess,
Mhm.
well, wolf god, she's so cool.
I think I've seen like clips of the movies as well. I think I know the one you're talking about. But
Yeah.
I really appreciate Ghibli movies for having very unique worlds. Like, is it just me or is this no? I mean, some people think of this as a bad thing, but I think of it as a good thing. Whereas no movie feels like it's in the same world as any other movie. They're similar. I will admit they're similar to our natural world, but they all seem to have like their own little universe.
Yeah, that's the thing though. There is references to other films. So if you watch Whispers of the Heart, it's not necessarily a spoiler because it's a character, but in Whispers of the Heart, there's a cat statue called the Baron.
Oh, it's like
And
Gigi
in
from Kiki's Delivery Service.
Kind of. I'll send you a picture in the chat, but the Baron who is referenced in Whispers of the Heart then
Yeah.
becomes a character in their film The Cat Returns.
Yeah. I remember to send it through Open Cafe.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Really?
I just
He's
realized.
got a really...
I just realized something very stupid. I think the audience will know, but hopefully no one notices.
What?
No, I'm not saying.
No, you gotta say it.
I left the intro picture as the normal picture for what was a good part about half an hour now, and I didn't change to the actual Kat Cafe picture.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I'm really need to get my stuff together.
Oh, you've had a long day.
It has been a long day, I will admit. Oh, you
Yeah.
sent it. Oh.
Yeah, so the first one's Whispers of the Heart, and then the second one is, I think, like, sketches what he looks like in The Cat Returns. If I try and find an actual Cat Returns picture though.
Yeah. That's cool. Oh, nice. Uh-huh.
But you can, like, actually buy the little statues of them. They're so cute.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think I've seen her before, and definitely him. I've seen clips of him. I haven't actually seen the movie yet. I need to watch it. I need to
Oh,
watch.
Whispers of the Heart is gorgeous. It makes me cry every time I watch it.
That's cute.
Then again, I think most Ghibli films do.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of heart put into them, which I think is missing from a lot of movies nowadays, I will admit.
Oh gosh, yeah.
A lot of movies nowadays don't have the same passion put into them. There are exceptions, or many exceptions nowadays, but I don't know. It feels like some of these newer movies just feel like they're missing some heart. Like the studio is missing the point of making the movie just to make money, which is a little bit sad.
Yeah, like a lot, especially one thing that I've noticed as well. I don't mean to keep going back to anime, but that's the only thing that I really watch. Is a lot of the newer films, not only are they like lacking any kind of heart, but they're actually kind of ripping from previous material because I think like producers or directors kind of just sit there and go, okay, this works, let's just copy that because we know it works, but it gets a bit stale.
Yeah, they play it safe, but they make it boring playing it safe. That's why you need
Yeah,
to like
like
experiment, and even if a movie isn't successful at first, maybe the concept grows and blossoms and leads to some new idea.
yeah, like one of the things. Now this is probably an unpopular opinion,
Mm-hmm.
but it's something that me and Chemi talk about, and she gets quite passionate about it. Is have you watched Your Name?
I have not. There are many movies I need to watch. Okay.
Well, the thing with Your Name is everyone says like it's one of Shinkai's best movies, that it's
I
amazing
heard
and stuff
that
like
like
that.
I heard there was a movie exactly like it like before it.
Yeah, which is The Place Promised in Our Early Days, which is done so much better and is so much more poignant.
Yeah, I think they
But
they kind of did the same thing too with what's the new anime called? There's a new anime that came out. I think it's called, what is it called?
what genre is it? Like,
No, it's like it has something to do with emotions and like representing emotions. And a lot of people told me that not told me, but like I've seen people say that there are many animes that did it better before that newer one that just got popular for no reason. I forget the names of all the animes I watched. Jeez. No, I really need to. Let me think about it. It became popular recently.
so
Oh,
is it new?
no, it's the Bunny Senpai one. What's it called? I have it here in Crunchyroll.
Oh,
Uh,
Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Senpai or something like
yes,
that.
Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Senpai. That's exactly the one I'm thinking about. And
Oh right, okay.
the thing is, there's another one that got really popular too. I think it was Casnival. No, it wasn't. That was, I'm thinking something else. Something around that line that also has to do with emotions. But the thing is, that older anime kind of made the emotions into monsters. But
Oh,
I think people are just looking at it from two different angles. Like, one of them is treating emotions in the sense of being like living anthropomorphic beings, and another one is looking at it through our own psyche. So I think I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that they're. I really liked Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Senpai. I actually liked it. It was a really good anime,
Yeah.
and I like the way they kind of tackle the emotion side and stuff. Like, it's
I
not
have
just,
heard good things about it.
yeah, it's not just, oh, we need to fight or action, or we have point A, we need to go to point B. It's like, let's figure it. They're slowly figuring it all out day by day.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're living today, so let's just figure out today. Tomorrow we'll figure out
I have,
tomorrow.
yeah. So it is one that is basically its main premise is about like dealing with emotions and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess more in the teenage side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose that's probably where I kind of judge anime, especially newer ones, a little too harshly now.
Why?
Is because because I've watched quite a few like what people consider to like like the classic animes, and I always kind of judge the new ones and compare them to the old ones, and I'm never as satisfied. So I don't really give them a fair chance. Like
Yeah.
now, you've probably heard of one called Darling in the Franxx.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one either, and I want to watch it so bad because it's Trigger. But I've heard like
It's
good and bad.
literally a rip off of Evangelion.
I've heard of
And
that, and it looks a lot
it's
like it too.
frustrating. It is. The only thing that's different is that they play on the sexual themes more in a very gratuitous, weird way.
I've heard of that. I've heard that exact thing. But
Yeah.
it's weird how something becomes popular because it's a ripoff of something else, and I think it's more of the audience. I guess the audience of Darling in the Franxx would do not watch Evangelion because it's quote unquote old.
Well, it's getting a new movie that's coming out soon, so it's not gonna be old anymore.
Yay. I don't know. I guess it's more like there's a lot of power in the name too, because like Studio Trigger has been known to make like almost every Studio Trigger anime has been successful. Kill la Kill, Gurren Lagann, Stay Ladro Luluko, Inferno Cop. They also did, what else did they do? I don't think they did Fruity Uli, something like that. Fooly Cooly. I don't think they made that one. I don't think they made Fooly Cooly. They made other ones. What was the other one called? Kill la Kill, Inferno Cop, Space Patrol Luluko. Oh, My Little Witch Academia. Little Witch Academia. Oh my god, Little Witch Academia was just so good. But you know,
I wanted to watch that. It looks so cute.
it is an amazing anime. I literally enjoyed every single episode, and I cried when the series ended. It's such a good show.
Oh no.
Yeah, and you know, since what?
Does it end well?
Yes. It has.
Yes, it's got a good ending.
I will admit, it has kind of the Studio Ghibli ending, kind. Not exactly, but that sense of like, it's still going. Just we're not watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, Trigger just has such a good reputation with anime fans. Having that, you know, since they have such a good reputation with anime fans, slapping their name on Darling in the Franxx kind of boosted its popularity. Even though they only helped with it, I don't think they directly made it.
Oh right.
Yeah, so I think that has a lot to do with it too. So I think that's one of the biggest reasons, not the biggest, but like one of the biggest reasons that Darling in the Franxx became so popular.
Mm.
You're just mad.
No, the only reason that I'm annoyed is because a lot of the time when people try and defend Darling in the Franxx, a lot of the time they'll say that it's either better than an Evangelion or just flat out deny that it's ripped off it at all.
Well,
And it's like, it's clearly ripping from it.
well, fans will like whatever they want, like, honestly. Just at least Evangelion has a bit more recognition now because people are claiming that. So it's like no publicity is bad publicity, I guess.
Yeah, like, people can like whatever they like. It just kind of annoys me when...
Yeah, at least admit to your admit
Yeah.
facts. I get it.
One of the things that you might like, though, and another reason why you should watch Evangelion, is because Studio Trigger is actually founded by former Gainax employees, and Gainax did Evangelion.
Huh, weird. Maybe that's why they made Darling in the
So-
Franxx.
But Trigger is the baby of Gainax.
Yeah. And they became their parent.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but like Studio Trigger has been very successful in the anime industry. Like I'm not sure how they're doing financially though, but in terms of popularity, Studio Trigger is a pretty big name for the short amount of time they've been open. I think last year they just I think this year's gonna be their 6th year like in service. So
Well, they've got a lot of titles under the belt, and a lot of them are pretty good, so...
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Space Patrol
I think-
Luluko is like one of those animes as well. Like it just goes all over the place, and that's actually well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because that's a spoiler.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. Yeah. So talking about that, what do you think of modern animated movies?
What about them? Like, which ones I like? Which ones?
Yeah, like what? No, I mean like, what's your opinion on like new and upcoming animated movies? Not necessarily just anime, but like anime in general, like cartoons in general.
Oh, I'm actually quite hopeful for some of the new ones that I've seen being like, you know, either the trailers or just actually that have already come out.
Oh.
So I'm actually looking forward to a lot of films that are being released,
Oh, that's good.
which is
Do you have
Quite
do you have any specific
surprising.
movies in mind?
oh gosh, I'm trying to remember the title. I know one of them that I don't. Is it new? Is it Flavors of Youth?
The Flavors of You. I haven't heard
Uh,
that one. Is that
Oh,
an,
oh no.
is that an anime movie or is it?
Yeah, it's an anime movie.
Oh, okay.
It, it says it's 2018, but I think it's modern.
Okay.
I think you can still consider it new.
Yeah, I mean.
But I've seen like trailers of it,
No, I mean
and it
new.
just
I
looks
mean
really
new in the
sweet.
sense of post 2010.
Oh well, then yeah, this is 2018.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, what do you think of like maybe modern Pixar, Disney movies, modern modern animated, like maybe DreamWorks or something like that? Actually, I can't think of too many new ones.
Oh right.
Actually, now that I think about it,
I
I
think
actually didn't think about that too much. I don't remember that many new animated movies. Zootopia's a good one,
well,
but other than that,
oh yeah, Zootopia.
yeah.
One thing I watched recently though, which I can't say that I was overly impressed with, was Wreck-It Ralph. You know, Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Oh yeah, I mean, it is kind of a sequel, so it was the first movie that really like hit home.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm on a podcast. Who are they? My friend, shut up.
Hello.
That was my crazy auntie.
You need a break?
Hmm?
Do you need a break?
No, it's fine.
Alright. If you ever need to go
Yeah,
break, just let us know. Let me know.
Don't worry, it's fine.
I'm talking like let's talk like multiple people here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chemi, why you no reply?
I don't know. Well, I guess she'll come eventually. Actually, this is gonna be a first as well. I think that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give everyone a short break. We'll be right back. Sorry, everyone, but
Righto.
something has arisen, and I'll just be right back real quick. And we're back. Whoa, you
Everything
there?
alright?
Yeah, I'll explain later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the first ever podcast episode where we actually had a small break. Due to,
Well, you can cut it out in post-production. Nobody has to know.
well, I'll let them know anyway. They deserve to know. People deserve to know.
The truth.
Yeah, that's true.
Will set you free.
The truth. The truth shall be revealed. Yeah.
So what's your opinion then about like new animated movies that are coming out? Like any you've watched recently?
I've heard a lot of good things about Coco. I just haven't seen that many movies recently, and the thing is, my parents aren't exactly. Ironically, I want to be an animator, but my parents aren't exactly thrilled by animated movies, which is, I know,
Oh.
yeah, it's extremely ironic, but that's just the life I'm living.
It's because they're not your animated movies. That's why.
Well, to be fair, they just, I don't know, I just don't enjoy anime movies in general. One of the, actually, I should have mentioned this before. One of the best anime movies I've seen recently, and this is probably, I'm not sure if this is popular, I'm not sure if this is an unpopular or popular opinion, but Incredibles 2 was amazing. I really enjoyed it.
Not actually watched that yet.
Oh my god, it's actually, I mean, if you've liked The Incredibles, you're definitely gonna enjoy this one a lot. But if you're a new fan to the series, it's I don't think it's the most welcoming movie because it's the second one. So you really should watch the first one if you're gonna watch the second one.
But yeah, that makes sense because you can't watch a sequel
Yeah,
and
but you
not
know
watch
how
the first one.
no, but some movies you can like watch the sequel and then watch the original and you'll be fine. But this one really needs you to watch the first one.
Oh, you mean like how some sequels can be like standalones? You don't necessarily need to watch the previous one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would say yeah. I would say the Incredible. I would say the. What's that noise?
Interesting.
I would definitely say that the Incredibles 2 movie is a bit more. It's a bit more relevant to you if you've seen the first one. And I remember that one came in 2004, so I don't expect everyone to remember that.
No.
Yeah, man, it's already been. When did that come out? 2018. That's 14 years. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's a long time. That's literally a teenagehood. Well, uh, this is a bit of a touchy subject, but do you prefer animated movies, live action movies, or CGI like Hobbit kind of movies?
Sorry, what was that?
What kind of movies do you prefer? Do you prefer to watch a cartoon movie? Do you prefer to watch a live action realistic movie? Or do you prefer to watch like a CGI fantasy movie?
Oh, it'll probably be anime movie, but then it would be followed closely by like live action, but it always depends on the actors that are in it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when I say live
What about
action,
you?
I mean more like real life live action, not too many special effects.
Oh, so something like The Lord of the Rings wouldn't count.
No, live action would not. No, that would count as CGI.
Oh right, okay. Live action. I suppose yeah, because I like watching comedies. So things um, like they're not new, but things like Mrs. Doubtfire, White Chicks.
Oh yeah. I watched recently the one called the Angriest Man in Boston. I think it was by Robin Williams. Rest in peace. He was a great actor.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he really got into his role. Like Robin really could make a character come alive, which I think is kind of sad. Okay, don't get me wrong. It's okay if you want to make a live action version of a cartoon movie, but please, I mean, let the Aladdin, the genie was Robin
I
Williams.
knew that was coming.
I know. It's not something everyone wants to hear, but I really do think Robin Williams was the genie, and I don't think the new movie's gonna.
What?
I don't really. No, he is a genie, and I don't think the new movie's gonna live up to those standards of the fans of the animated version.
No.
Because he was also the. Do you remember the beginning? Well, I'm not gonna spoil that. I mean, it's the very beginning, so I don't think it's a spoiler, right?
Well, if you haven't already watched Aladdin by now, then I mean, it's been out for years.
No, I mean, like, that's the very first thing you see, so I don't really think it's a spoiler, is it?
No.
Then, the little character, the shopkeeper at the beginning.
Yeah.
He made that voice too. That was his voice too.
Yeah, I know. It's so amazing how he can change his voice.
Yeah, no, it was like, oh my god, those are the same person? What?
Oh, I've got the song stuck in my head now.
Wait, which one? There's so many.
The Arabian Nights one.
Oh.
The one at the very beginning.
Yeah. I really like the skit. My god, if you ever seen the behind the scenes video, look it up after the podcast. Robin Williams, they had so much stuff he just improvised that they literally had the movie 3 times over just out of stuff he improvised. There was literally almost no script.
That's one of the reasons I love him though, just because a lot of his comedy is just him. It just appears like magic.
That's what I'm saying. He's a genie, and they should have kept him as a genie. Hopefully he's...
It would have been quite hard though. Like, how would they have done that?
No, I mean, I'm just saying that maybe they shouldn't have done the movie, period.
Oh yeah, let's just say that about any live action Disney's. No.
No, I mean, some are okay, I guess. Some are meh.
Like what?
Beauty and the Beast was pretty good. I liked it. Well, I mean, at least the Beast looked like a beast.
Oh yeah, the Beast was cool.
Yeah, the Beast was... The
He's
design
cute
was
as
very
well.
nice.
He's not moving.
What about...
Oh, I love Beauty and the Beast though.
Yeah. So what do you think of modern CGI though? Do you think modern CGI is overused? Do you think it's good? Do you think it could improve? Do you think it's too much? Do you think it's oversaturated? Do you think it's undersaturated? What do you think in general about CGI?
It's come a long way. Like, I'm not gonna fault it. It's really good, but there's just too much now. I'm a big fan of practical effects.
Yeah, me too.
like one of the things that I talked to Chemi about, and I know I keep like bringing it back, but is like when you compare how the orcs looked in the Lord of the Rings to how they looked in The Hobbit, they were so much better and freakier when they were actually real people in like prosthetics.
Yeah, that's
Now that it's
true.
just CGI, it just looks really, I don't know, it just looks cheap to me.
It looks digital.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
can tell it's been made on a computer.
Yeah. Now, one of the things though that I think CGI excelled at. Have you seen Planet of the Apes, the newer movies?
Yes.
Oh my god, the level of detail that goes into those monkeys now, that is good CGI.
Yeah, good monkeys.
No, I'm not even kidding. Like, there's a lot of human detail and expression and movement in those characters.
Oh, yeah, like when they do like close-ups of like Caesar's face, I can't remember what the bad one was called, but just seeing all like the cracks in the skin and the cuts, and
No,
even
and
the
the way they
fur is just
move too, because
amazing.
like, think about it. And even if they had mocap, which is motion capture for those of you who don't know, even when they had motion capture, you can tell they went into the motion capture and tweaked it just to make it a bit more human, or I guess
Yeah,
animalistic in that sense. Like they move and act like real monkeys. I really can't fault them for that. That was very well done.
I wonder if that's because like you hear a lot of the time, especially when they're dealing with animals, like people actually get experts on animals to like give them hints like, oh, how would they move? So do you think maybe they studied them, like actually like just observed how
Yeah,
monkeys might actually
actually,
move?
they're doing that with monkeys, and they've been doing that with human skin too. So that programs like, I mean, the one I use in my college is called Maya, and Maya has a lot of algorithms to it that kind of determine how skin would move, and they're kind of studying and researching skin, human skin, and other animal skins to make Maya animate that skin in a more realistic way. They're trying to get it as realistic as possible.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my god! And
I've
talking
heard of
about
it.
talking about that, have you seen the Adventures of Tintin?
Yes, I love
Oh my
it.
god! It's amazing how
It's
they
so good.
went so realistic, but it still has that cartoony look to it. I love that.
I know
Like the
that
captain.
whoever designed that is just a genius.
Yeah, nah, that takes skill. That takes that takes insane amount of skill to make. Cause like I
Oh
mean the
gosh,
Polar
that came out in
Express.
2011.
Yeah, the Polar Express was a close second. I love the Polar Express, but Tintin just has that extra. You can definitely tell they put. See, that's I keep saying love and care because you can definitely tell when an artist loves their craft. Like it
Oh
shows
yeah.
so much. And Tintin is one of those great examples where they took the source material and they didn't rip it off, they didn't copy paste it. They they made an homage to it. They paid homage, and that was just amazing. Tintin is
I
one of
might
those
actually have
movies
to
I could
watch
watch.
that later because that's part of my childhood.
Yeah, no, Tintin, the movie, the anime movie, is such an amazing example of what a recreation or a remake should be. It's
It
such,
is,
yeah,
and it's actually got such a strong cast as well, which I think lends itself well to
yeah, that
a
too.
beautiful animation style.
Yeah, all the characters just they look cartoony like source material, but they have this humanity to them.
Yeah, like if you look at them in a certain way, they look so human.
Yeah, like I remember family members of mine actually thought it was an actual movie, like a live action movie. I'm like, no, that's an
Yeah.
animation. I'm like, what?
Well, it's like if you look at stills of it, like if you just look up the Adventures of Tintin, sometimes they do look like
Yeah.
they're actual people. And I think as
Yeah.
well, what helps is because they've animated the background so well as well.
Yeah, that too. I'm just saying, I've actually tried to model, and I mean, granted, I'm alone, but even for a team, making the backgrounds must take forever. Especially those detailed backgrounds, because they have a lot of little nooks and crannies and details that they add in.
Oh gosh, yeah, I'm just looking through them now, and the amount of detail that's going into them, like when you think, before we were talking about when you were drawing trees.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So much lines.
There's so
And then when you look at
many.
these ones, someone's got to animate all that. Like, you think about when you see the breeze going through trees.
Well, okay. I've actually seen that Maya has a certain. I mean, I'm not sure they animate it in Maya. I'm not sure where they animate it, but in certain scenes, you can kind of automate it to a certain extent. Yeah, like that one. You can kind of animate it to a certain extent to be automatic, so that you don't have to do it. Maya does it for you. But even though, it's gotta be amazing. And the hair too. Like, hair has become much more realistic in later years. Like, Tintin's
yeah.
hair looks real. And it looks like the cartoon. This is what I'm just freaking out because it looks so faithful to the source material, but it still remains its incredible humanity and realism to it. Like, that's gonna take forever. And clothes on the bends and gravity and wind. Especially the action
The patience
scenes.
animators have.
I'm gonna have to develop that eventually.
Well, you're already pretty patient as it is. I mean, look at the almost meltdown that you had before.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna be talking about that.
But if that was me, I would have been like, right, that's it, cancelling it, I quit.
Yeah. To all of you out there who use OBS, make sure you check your system with the update before you actually update it. Don't be an idiot like me. This podcast was almost not a thing. Make sure you check
almost
everything.
Never was.
It almost wasn't. Make sure you check everything before you do anything. Jeez. Alright, well,
So yeah,
now we're on the topic of movies and all CGI and anime, that kind of stuff. Let's move that on to TV and cable. What do you think it's like there? Do you think one reigns more than the other? Do you think one of them shouldn't go there, I guess? What do you think of like animated TV shows and live action TV shows and CGI TV shows?
I think there's definitely a bigger variety out there, like with TV shows, because I feel like they can do a lot more with it, because obviously with a movie they've got to make it entertaining for that slot. They've got that time period, whereas you can make a series go as long as you want, really.
Yeah, I will admit that. But that's kind of a double-edged sword, because I can also make the series seem stale and the story seem stretched out like a piece of gum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a double-edged sword, but I do get what you mean.
What would you say your favorite TV series are then?
Man, I haven't seen TV. Actually, that's one of the upcoming questions, but I actually haven't seen TV in so long, it's hard to pinpoint the show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because, like, if you're telling me, like, what's my favorite episodical show, it will definitely have to be an anime. And I think that spot right now is taken by Kill la Kill. Hear me out, audience of Twitch and YouTube. It is not because of the fan service. Look at the animation. The animation is amazing in Kill la Kill. And a lot of people criticize the animation. Why? Well, the thing is, a lot of the animation is tweened. But hear me out. They use that tweening to symbolize a joke, a character's two-dimensionality, and other things. It goes deeper than just a tween. There's many things that triggered us right in that anime that I need to study. I need to watch that anime like 3 times over just to look at all the details they have and all the cinematography that goes into Kill la Kill. Because the cinematography plays a huge role in the story.
To be honest, in terms of like animation style, you can't make everyone happy. So whereas you love it, that's all that matters. You are going to get some people that don't like it. Because it's like, I don't know if you've ever heard of like, I don't know if people would have watched it just because of the genre it is. But it's like, I guess you could say it's like a little series. It's like this boy caught a merman and this boy can fight aliens and robotics.
Yeah.
I've had people tell me that, oh, that art style is ugly. and I'm sat there like, I think it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
same with.
I kind of feel that way too with like if you know about Temmie, I told you Temmie's art style. I think did I show you Temmie Chang's the artist of Undertale?
You sent me a picture of the concept book, which I assume is by her.
Yeah. Let me just see if I have anything of her art style here. I won't, but I'll add a character later to the podcast. I'll add in the YouTube video. Let me just look it up real quick. Temmie Chang. She's an amazing artist, by the way. If you guys haven't checked her out yet, if you have no idea who she is, my god, what are you doing? Okay, so this is a little gift she made for her character. And I think I was it you that was talking about the other day about her game?
Yeah, you telling me about it today.
Oh yeah, was it? Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm very forgetful. Yeah, so
Okay.
what was I talking about again?
About her art style.
Okay, yeah. So I was saying that art style is very personal. Like you can like a different art style to someone else, but the thing is, Trigger, the way that their cinematography and animation play together so harmonically ties everything together very nicely, which I think a lot of people think of cinematography and animation separately, but it really does play into one another. Because you can't animate a character at 3/4 view if you're gonna have a front-facing camera view of them.
Oh gosh, this is where we get into all the technical stuff that I don't understand.
Yeah. Anyway, like, you know, when you you can't look a character from the side if there's something going on in front of them. You gotta put the camera behind them, you know? That makes sense?
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, that's her art style. But
That's adorable.
yeah, she's inspired me so much. But it's definitely something that people don't really consider that much when you come to think about it. Is how cinematography plays into the animation, how it can lead the story, and how it can be a part of the storytelling process. People just kind of think it's very separate from one another, but really, it can be used in so many ways that play with your subconscious.
Yeah, it's me and Chemi were talking about it a while ago. Is like you take every single like shonen, they'll always have a similar art style. From like when you look at shoujo, very similar art style to each other.
Oh yeah.
You know, like shonen's always like quite straight, jagged shapes, especially like when it comes to hair. Like if you look at like Naruto and like Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And shoujo's all like wispy and like Sailor Moon and pretty.
Wispy.
Yeah, so style does convey the genre really. So like if one's got like loads of colour.
I understand that. I just think that it shouldn't be as defining of a standard as it is. I think the artist should have a bit more liberty with their art style.
Yeah, but that's just the rule with aesthetics, isn't it? Like if it doesn't look a certain way, people won't be interested.
Yeah, I guess so. So sorry to interrupt.
Like, can you imagine? Oh.
Sorry to interrupt you. These pictures are from what show? Sorry.
It's called This Boy Caught a Merman.
Okay. Oh. Wait, there's another anime like this. It's a very short anime. I think each episode is like 5 minutes. Of this like this guy who goes to take a bath and then suddenly there's a merman in the bath.
No, it's a different anime. That's
You know what I'm talking about, right?
The merman in my bathtub. I've watched all of that and got the comics. I love it.
Oh my god, it's really funny. I really like that one. That was a wholesome anime.
You've watched it?
I've seen the entire thing.
Oh my gosh, I love you even more.
I mean, it's a very nice comedy anime.
I love Wakasa.
I think the thing is they kind of made it kind of into. It looks like a yaoi, so I think that's what drives people away.
Yeah, like it's a genre that people are a bit like. Eh.
Yeah.
But I only watch like BLs because I can't stand the female characters now in anime. So it's like, I'll watch a show that doesn't have any in it at all.
Wait, what are BLs? What are BLs?
Oh, it's like the fluffy version of yaoi.
Oh.
Like, it's like shonenai. So,
Oh.
for instance, like, so it's like
No, that's okay.
I guess
Let's move on.
no, I was just gonna say like the merman in my bathtub, that would be a shonenai because there's nothing
Oh, okay.
there's nothing really in it,
Nah.
but
I
it's
mean, I thought-
hinted.
Well, I mean, not really. I saw it more as a comedy and a yaoi, but it was a good show, I will admit. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
it's
it.
funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's kind of like
It's amazing how the entire show happens in the bathtub. I mean, I know the episodes are short and all, but it's cool how it happened in the bathtub. Like everything happened in that one shot, that one scene.
yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I love about it is how the opening is so deceptive.
It is though.
You think it's gonna be like some edgy drama, and it's like Nope.
Nope.
bubble bath and mermen.
Yeah. Oh, talk about art style. Have you seen? Oh my God! Hold up, let me get Crunchyroll open again. Let me just log in. I don't know why it signs me out.
Dang it.
Dang it. Hold up.
Ooh, another one about art style actually,
Yeah.
if that's what we're like talking about, is one that I absolutely love and I would recommend to anyone is the Count of Monte Cristo Gankutsuo.
I
Oh
have
my
not
gosh.
seen that one. Weird.
It is beautiful. I don't. Oh, I wish I knew like how to explain it or like
Yeah.
if there was a name for it.
We need to talk
But it's
about one
basically
show
like-
though. The audience will
Huh?
know. There's one show I need to talk about though.
Oh gosh. I suddenly feel
Jojo!
Jojo!
Yeah, okay. Moving on. No more JoJo memes. Jeez. I mean, I love
Oh,
JoJo.
no.
I love JoJo, but there's a saturation of JoJo memes. The memes are being oversaturated.
Like I would actually like to watch it, but I don't know where to start or if I'm strong enough.
Oh yeah, and we're also talking about art style. What is the name of this man? You know Kobayashi-san Dragon Maid?
Yeah.
Okay, so the guy also made. I'm not sure if it's the same artist. I know the same studio made it because it's the same art style of the studio, but the same guy that made Kobayashi hired the studio to make a mini series of his mangaka. I can't understand what my husband is saying, and it's so funny. The first episode alone made me laugh so hard, cause it's like
I think I've heard of it, but
Yeah.
not seen it.
I can't understand what my husband is saying is a bit more mature, but it's really funny. Like they don't show anything. There's nothing. It's just hinted, but it's so freaking amazing. It's more the storytelling and how it's so relatable to real life. I think that's one of the biggest parts.
What's the main premise? Like, I can gather enough that
It's
it
just the
includes in the
daily
title.
life of a married Japanese couple.
Oh, that sounds quite sweet.
It is, but it's got its funny moments. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm trying to find the other one. What's the one I was talking about? Oh, here we go. Skullface bookseller Honda-san. Oh my God, I love the art style is very nice because it's literally this guy and he just made a manga about his day job as a mangaka bookseller. But the way he makes all his friends into different characters is incredibly original. It's a very I haven't seen this idea. I mean, it's probably been done already. I just haven't seen it done very much.
Is that the one where he's like a skull?
Yeah, he's a skeleton.
Yeah.
There's an episode where he looks like Sans, and I think everyone memed it. Yeah.
Oh no.
Dun-dun-dun. Okay.
You'll just throw in Undertale wherever you can.
Yes.
What would you
No,
do if they made that into a movie or series?
I'll watch the entire thing and I'll tell you my opinion from there. I
You
had
should
to
do
watch.
like a little mini review.
Well, the thing is, it's. I mean, Undertale is an amazing game, and so is Deltarune. And Toby Fox makes good games. I really do think he has his own design style, which is very unique to him. I just wish I just wish fans of the games were. I don't know. I think the internet is a little bit toxic towards that. Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Tiki's for the win. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully you're enjoying the podcast. I just wish like the Undertale, I just wish Undertale fans weren't criticized as much. But maybe that's just me being salty. So the internet can be whatever it wants to be. The internet is the way it is, and it's not gonna change. I don't expect it to change, and I'm completely fine with the way it is now. I just wish Undertale wasn't as demeaned, I guess. I mean, it really is a good game. I think kind of the way it's treated on the internet kind of drives people away. But I mean, I'm not gonna get salty or fight or anything, so whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think that there's any kind of fandom that isn't toxic.
Yeah.
Or a fandom, or people, like a fandom that has toxicity thrown at it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, I thought I'm not a big fan of Undertale.
That's fine.
But I don't understand why people hate on it. I thought it was quite a charming little game for what it was.
Yeah, that's what I personally think, but probably not everyone. Meh. Anyway, we're a little bit off topic. So, what do you think about modern television and TV shows nowadays in general? Do you think they're getting better or worse?
Oh. See, this is exactly like with anime.
Yeah.
I think modern things are going downhill because I think it's harder for them to be original.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
What about you?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something. Well, the thing is, in general, I think modern TV has its gems. It's just kind of the way to find them is a bit hard. So the thing is, if there is a good TV show on TV, it's a little like it's at a certain time and it's at a certain channel, and you have to find it through your own means. On Netflix and other social I'm saying, but on other sites, it's easier to kind of find what you're looking for because you can literally search for it. I mean, some companies for cable have like search buttons so you can like find when the program is airing and like mark it to remind you or record it. But it's just not the same.
Yeah.
And I think there are a lot of shows that are actually really good that go unnoticed because of this. And it's a bit of a shame.
Yeah.
Because if you're not like on one of the big channels like Cartoon Network or TBS or Comedy Central, no one really knows about you.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if a lot of people do know, but it's one that I've started recently getting into that Chemi has recommended to me, and it's one called The Mentalist.
The Mentalist.
It's so good.
Sounds familiar.
It's about a character he's a mentalist called oh gosh, I can never remember if it's Patrick Jane or I'm sure it's Patrick Jane.
Probably.
Yeah, Patrick Jane. And he basically helps the police like solve crime, and he's got to find a killer called Red John.
Oh.
It's so good.
Wow. Interesting. Huh. So.
But he's so funny because he's like unorthodox.
So that's actually one of the questions I was trying to get to later on in the show. What do you think of the future of cable TV specifically, or satellite TV? What do you think of their futures?
You probably have to clarify because I don't actually know what you mean by cable TV.
Okay, so like, when you rent a service for rent or like order a service for television,
Oh, right.
do you think cable companies will survive much longer? Do you think television as a whole will be replaced by something?
I think now with things being hosted online, like through programs like Netflix and stuff, I don't think people will really actually be needing TV anymore.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like I think the only way I can see TV really being needed is probably mainly for sports. Like if you're wanting to watch something live.
I mean, even companies like YouTube have started to do that, so even then.
There we go then. All we need is Wi-Fi.
All you need is Wi-Fi. Yeah, and I think actually cable companies have tried to like make you buy cable more, because I know where I lived before I moved here, the package that included cable. Okay, so you could either buy 40, I think it's 40 gigabytes. No, not gigabytes. What I'm talking about, like it was something megabytes. It was a certain number. You could buy that alone, or you could buy that exact same speed of internet with cable included, 10 channels included, and it will be cheaper than just buying the Wi-Fi by itself. Yeah, I mean, it's the exact same thing, just like you get an extra 10 channels, but it's cheaper.
Yeah.
It's like, what? So they kind of make you get cable, like they're desperate. Like, cable TV
It's
is...
because they don't.
Yeah, sorry.
They don't want to go obsolete. That's why.
Yeah, they just don't want to go obsolete. So, I mean, to be fair, it's been the norm for what? It's been the norm since the 80s? Even before that, I think, right? No, what I'm talking about, 80s, what? TV has been around since, like, the 30s. How old is TV, actually?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. When was the first TV? Let's have a look, shall we? Let's
The create.
Ask Google.
Yeah. Google is the host of this podcast now. The first electronic television was invented in 1927. The world's first electronic television was created by a 21-year-old inventor named Philo Taylor Farnsworth. That inventor lived in a house without electricity until he was age 14. Wow.
That's depressing. At 21, I created a TV. What have I done with my life?
Yeah. That's just sad.
I know.
No, but yeah, I definitely think that TV... I think the use of television will still be around, just not in the same format. Like, it won't just be a cable TV where you have to be here at a certain hour. You don't have to be on at Saturday at 9 a.m. or 6 a.m. to get your favorite cartoon. You can just wake up whenever and get your cartoon delivered to you.
But I mean, do you actually watch TV anymore, or do you just go straight to the internet to watch whatever you want?
I can't watch TV because I don't have cable.
Well, as someone who, okay, I can say that for someone who does, I still go to like, it's like, okay, this program, oh, I'll just watch it on Netflix. Oh, I'll just watch it on YouTube.
But do you like ever use TV? Do you use TV more as an entertainment source or more of a background?
What do you mean?
Like, do you put the TV on and then just leave it in the background while you do other stuff, or do you like actually sit down and watch it?
It depends, really. Like, sometimes if I just want to chill out, I'll maybe throw on a movie.
Thanks, Bama Bearer. I'm glad to have you back, buddy. Hopefully you're doing okay. Bama Bearer just followed, sorry.
It's okay, you don't have to keep saying.
Yeah, so you were saying? Sorry?
Like, I was just saying that sometimes I might throw on a movie, but a lot of the time it will be kind of just like, I'll put something on, then 10 minutes later, I'm back on my phone.
Just put in the background.
Scrolling.
Yeah, and this...
Yeah.
Hello, Fräuleins. Hello, Bama. I love that comment. That made me laugh. Alright. So, yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean, definitely. You definitely have Oh wait, there you go. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of merit to what you say. And I think it's kind of sad though, because I mean, a lot of artists started on TV. And I mean, I get it. It's kind of a dead medium at this point, but still. I think that it's definitely. Well, the good thing about that is it's definitely easier nowadays to, like. You can definitely. Oh, sorry, I can make it to. Oh, that's fine, Bama. Don't worry about that. I definitely think it's much easier to get popular nowadays on the internet than it is to get on cable TV, because back in the day, if you wanted to actually be on TV, you had to like try to find someone who knew someone who could probably give you a chance, and you had to practice and have like a good show, and you had to get greenlit to actually get on the show. It was just a whole mess. Nowadays, I'm doing this, and then this is just on my laptop.
It definitely is easier for people to like get themselves out there, but with the price of it being easier, it means that content isn't as good.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like you were saying, you had to get greenlit. You had to actually have someone, quality control by saying you are good enough.
Yeah.
Whereas now, anyone, I mean, I could put a video up of me just getting killed by my cat.
Oh my God, no.
It's like, oh,
Jeez.
it's like,
No.
there we go.
Yeah.
Instantly makes me a content creator.
Yeah, I mean that's a good or bad thing, because there's like everything on the internet, but I guess there's always a person for everything. So like there's everything for everyone. But I think that the sacrifice of quality control is definitely worth it, because we can definitely see a lot more stuff we couldn't see before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we didn't have before that we have now.
Like, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, that's true. It is a double-edged sword. I mean, technically,
so
it's a little hard not to get a double-edged sword, though.
Ah ha ha ha.
What?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were trying to like make a joke. Never mind. I'm just being stupid.
No, I'm talking seriously.
Oh, I thought you were trying to be. I thought you were trying to be clever, because swords actually do have two sharp sides.
No. I mean, like it's a little hard to not get a double-edged sword, in the sense that everything, every action is gonna have a positive and negative reaction. There's no way around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah, it's a little hard to not completely destroy something else in the process.
Yeah.
But I do like that nowadays. At least people have a chance now. And like
It's
we've
definitely
seen,
a bigger market.
yeah, we've seen like Newgrounds. I remember the other day, I think it was a month ago, I went to Newgrounds 2019, mind you, and the animation in Newgrounds alone is just amazing. And they aren't paid or anything. They're just doing what they love. Sure, they have Patreons and stuff in case you want to donate or something, but other than that, like, they're doing this for free, and they're doing it out of passion.
Yeah, because
And we would never have seen that before.
that's a lot of the time people do base it off, like, if you want to set up donations, that is relying on the generosity of other people, but they're doing it off their own bag, so props to them.
Yeah, but I do think that, it's nice to have the option there. Obviously, not everyone's gonna donate, sadly, but it's I guess it allows you to see stuff from a different perspective, because like there's no corporate, like, not all the time, there is corporate backing sometimes, but it's not as heavily prevailed as it was before, so stuff nowadays seems more honest in a sense.
Yeah.
Things you gotta watch now are algorithms, though. And that's where it gets a little complicated. Yeah, algorithm no good.
Yeah, like, there are people there that can kind of play the system, like play on algorithms and get them up to the top, and not
I mean, it
necessarily.
is technical, so it really depends on how technical you get with all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have like a good knowledge of all that kind of stuff, then yeah, you can get into the system pretty well.
I think that's one of the things I don't really like, though, is like, just because I watch a lot of things on YouTube, there's a lot of things in my feed that I'm just there like, Why is this even in my feed?
Yeah,
It's
sometimes it's
crap.
recommended out. Oh, Banner, yeah, today's episode is about films and television. A lot of the episode has actually been talking about anime, but we also touched topics like modern movies versus animated movies, recreations, remakes, different kinds of topics like that have been touched today. So if you're ever interested in listening to that, if you can't wait till Monday, you can just uh, you can play back the stream later on. Hopefully you enjoy the stream. And thanks so much for joining, man.
One thing I wanted to ask, actually, just because it's reminded me.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What's your thoughts on the live action of Sonic?
Oh, let's not talk about that. My
It
God.
doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. My God. Well, let's just hope it's not another Woody Woodpecker situation.
Oh
My God, no. We should not talk about that movie either. I just really hope, I mean, Sonic is not. I mean, obviously, Sonic is just it's just like it's the competitor to Mario, obviously, but he is memorable in his own way. I was raised in Sonic games and that kind of stuff, so you know, it has a special place in my heart too. But I just hope they don't butcher him. Oh wait,
I got no hope.
Sorry, Rua. Bama says, I'm more worried about the new Doom movie. In what sense, Bama? What do you think is gonna happen with the new Doom movie? Yeah, I think we touched this last time. I totally forgot that we even did. Apparently there's a new Doom movie coming out. You know about Doom, right? The games?
Oh, the games, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't know there was a movie coming out of it, though.
There was a movie in like 2006 which was bad. Like bad.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, some of the people who worked on it voiced their opinion on how bad it was during its creation.
Well, that's reassuring.
Are you talking about the new movie or the old movie, Bama? No, I was asking like, what was your opinion on new one? Oh, okay, wow.
Oh dear.
Oosh, that's not good. I mean, Doom is just such a staple. I mean, Doom and Wolfenstein were kind of like the basis for first person shooters. So I mean, they're gonna have a lot to live up to. I mean, I think the 2016 Doom game was like, I think that was the cap, that was like the peak of Doom. That was like as good as it can get. This is Doom. Like 2016 was just Doom. That's the Doom we should all know and love. But apparently they're making a movie now. Wait, did Wolfenstein get a movie, Bama? Sorry, Bama says, lol, imagine Wolfenstein managed to get a movie. Wait, didn't it have a movie already?
I've got the stream up, I can see the chat.
Oh, you can see the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't know, I'm sorry.
No, I should have told you when you were reading it to me. I was like,
yeah.
Did I tell him?
No. I think is I should read it anyway for people on YouTube.
Good point.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, but I think Wolfenstein did have a movie. And we touched this on the last episode a little bit, but I do think that games should kind of stay games, because games are kind of their own version of their own versions of movies in a way. It's like an interactive movie. I just think
What do you think then?
Sorry, what?
I was just gonna say, because you were saying that games should stay games and shouldn't be made into movies. What do you think about like games that are made into animes?
Games made into animes. I think it's kind of the same. I think I have kind of the same mentality, and it's not because they're badly made. They're not. I'm not saying that. Sorry. I just think when you're playing a game, you have, most of the time at least, you have choices and you have routes, and there are different things you can do in the game to get different endings. But with a movie, you're just along for the ride. Yeah.
What would you say then about movies that add to games? Like
Movies that
for
add to
instance,
games.
there's a
I.
game that I play called.
Oh wait. Sorry, Rua. Hey Nekosami, I have a question. Yeah, go ahead, Tiki. What's up, Tiki? Also, why does he have a crown? Oh, he
I
has
was gonna
Prime.
ask what does that icon mean.
Sorry?
I was gonna ask what does that icon mean, the crown, the blue crown.
Oh, it just
icon.
means he has Twitch Prime. Doesn't necessarily means. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. I just think he has Twitch Prime, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's Twitch Prime.
Oh right.
Yeah. So, so apparently there's a movie that called Overlord, which was basically. Oh yeah, I did watch Overlord. I remember that movie. That was a good. That was a good movie. I mean, of course, it's J.J. Abrams. Of course, it's a good movie. Yeah, I watched. That was a really good movie, and I would say I would definitely, if that had Wolfenstein as the name, I would definitely give it an A as a Wolfenstein movie. Oh no, yeah. If you haven't seen Overlord, it is a bit gory. It's a horror genre, but it's really just that. It's really just a horror movie because of the gore, nothing else. It's more an action movie than anything. But it is. I would definitely count that as a Wolfenstein movie if they wanted to. If they marketed that as a Wolfenstein movie, then yeah, heck yeah. I would give it that a pass. I saw that, and that was an amazing movie. Have you heard of Overlord? Bruh?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
That's why I'm kind of just sat there like, I don't know what this is.
Could you add me on Steam? Oh yeah, sure, Tiki. I'll add you on Steam. I think my Steam is. I mean, I think the Steam is the same as my Twitch, so just look me up there. Although.
Yeah, you got a new friend.
Yeah. Bama says, although that could be just the person who wrote this article comparing it to Wolfenstein. No, but like I actually saw the movie Bama. I saw Overlord, and it's not exactly the Wolfenstein story, but I could definitely see where they made the connection. It's pretty similar. I mean, I guess kind of. I wouldn't say it's exactly Wolfenstein, but it is a very good comparison. I can definitely see where they're coming from. Yeah. Oh man, what time is it? Anyway. Well, I think we talked about every single kind of thing we can talk about films and movies, have we? Huh? Is there anything else you want to ask?
Yeah.
Is there anyone in the stream that would like to ask something? Is there something you would like to ask? Please ask now. Just give me a little break.
No, my thing just crashed.
No, you're still here.
No, I mean, I keep having to refresh the chat.
No, Bama, no.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm leaving too. Also, the icon doesn't mean. I think your icon does mean that. I'm not sure, Tiki. It might. That's what I think it is, because it has the same icon as the Twitch Prime icon. So I would imagine it's the same thing. Yeah. Anyway, I want to thank all of you today for joining, and thank you to my 5 viewers. Oh my god, I finally got 5 viewers. I'm famous. Thank you guys so much for everything, honestly. It's a pleasure to host this podcast for you guys. Anyway, I want to thank Rua Lowell for joining us today, because this was a bit of an extensive topic for just 2 people. But thank you so much for joining me, Rua, and thanks for everyone for watching. If you have any suggestions for next week's topic, please leave it in the chat or in the comments below. Other than that, I hope you all have fun and have a good night. I'll talk to you later,
Bye.
Tiki. Bye-bye, everyone.